Tucson's a very fast-paced but slow city. There are lots of people going to Tucson to work in business areas, but then there are also some people who migrate from Tucson down to an engineering firm, Raytheon, that builds missiles. There are also some people that go down to the mines, Freeport McMoran, to work there in copper. And so when you serve in Tucson, it looks like a very fast-paced city. You know, people drive fast. It's just like a regular old city you'd see in maybe like Salt Lake City, or Atlanta, Georgia, any big city, just regular types of people. You got the five and dimes and the gas stations, but I would say on average people move slowly in their way of life. They really take time to say hello. They're nice. They're a nice group of people. There's a good majority of wealthy people. If you go up into, there's like the foothills area. As you climb Tucson, as you go farther north into Tucson, you also climb Tucson. It goes up in elevation, and there you'll see more wealthy people up in like the foothills of Tucson. But crime and safety is nothing too outlandish. I felt very safe where I lived, and we'd often come home late and knock on doors late. But regardless of how we were received, I always felt like we can make it home. Though there are some parts in Tucson that are a little more sketchy, for lack of a better term. And I can't remember any in particular, but I just remember other people that had served there said about it. So I'm not Graham. I served in Safford, and they have the largest, or one of the largest, binocular telescopes. So the lenses are like a binocular, but they're huge, like the size of this room. Each one is in like 40 feet of diameter, and it sits on top of Mount Graham, and you can look out and see whatever, the sky or whatever. I've never saw it, but that was really cool. And there's a ton of mines. That's where, like, it's like the copper capital of the world. The Freeport McMoran, and I don't even know what else. The Douglas mines. There's a ton. That's where all the workers go for copper. The food is very, very good. And when you are around Tucson and farther south, you'll get some Spanish people who can cook really well. The restaurants are also really good. But something very unique to Arizona is something called the it's a hot dog. It's called, clearly I never had it. It's the Sonoran dog. It's a Sonoran dog. So what they'll do is they'll take a bun that's not even like a regular bun. They'll just take like a piece of bread and slice it inside of it. They'll put a hot dog in there, and then they'll load it with like this sauce and like cucumbers and pickles and cabbage and I don't know, a bunch of stuff. And then they wrap the hot dogs in bacon. That's what makes them so unique. And then you'll eat them. So, yep.